All right, yo. So I was watching a video and I'm like, you know what? I got a reaction channel. We're gonna start reacting to videos all year. So tune in, like, comment, subscribe. But listen, look at the title of this: Dunkin' manager unalives customer after he snaps over cold coffee. Let's just get straight into this.
It started moments earlier in the drive-thru. Employees couldn't hear Cook through the speaker. He became agitated, began yelling, and was told to leave without being served. Instead, he parked and walked inside. A Dunkin' employee who dealt with Cook at the drive-thru told officers the same story Pujols did.
So basically, he was just being, outright rude when your card is going through. But he was just being,
for
like,
what reason?
Outright verbal. I asked him if he wanted iced or hot coffee. He instantly was like cold coffee. He was like, who the fuck likes cold coffee? I always ask the same. Y'all always get it wrong. I'm like, okay, sir, we cannot hear and identify you at the window.
So he got mad because you asked him if he wanted ice or hot coffee.
Yeah. Instantly off rip, he was already mad. A large hot latte. Okay, gotcha. So instantly he was just,
Sure.
above level. So he was being very verbal. Didn't want to listen to what we were saying. So Corey was like, he got on the mic because I've only been here for like just 3 weeks.
Sure.
But I've had Dunkin' experience, so
Well, that shouldn't be a normal reaction of somebody.
it shouldn't be a normal reaction. So he didn't want to. Oh.
Thank you, Tim.
Okay, so yeah, he was being really verbal for absolute no reason. Corey got on the mic because he's the veteran here. The more experienced person.
Sure.
So he took over the mic and was like, "Can you not talk to the customer employees like that?" And he didn't listen. So he said, "Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're not gonna take your order today. We're gonna politely ask you to leave." Came up here. We had a verbal like, "Can you leave? And I didn't take your order," type of thing right here. We were reassuring him that he could come again later. So then that's when he came up to the front. Right there.
So even after y'all asked him to leave,
He kept on coming.
he parked, and when you say up there, up at the front counter.
Yeah, he came to the car. So we knew Corey was gonna. So me and Corey went up there to wait and tell him to leave again. He didn't want to listen again, so we asked him to leave multiple times, and that's when he called Corey the N-word, and it escalated from there.
What did you see happen from there?
From what I seen is I heard him Corey told me to call the cops off rip. So I was calling the cops, I was calling my manager, I was calling everybody. And the dude, he kept on being violent, very rude. So
When you say violent, like physically violent,
no,
or
not
just verbally?
physically. I don't think he physically touched Corey, but mentally, trying to get into Corey's mind.
Sure.
Mess with him and around with his head. So then Corey, he was like, "Okay, we're gonna ask you one more time. We're gonna either you're gonna leave or we're gonna call the cops." I was already calling the cops, so he didn't want to leave. He was like, "There's a bunch of niggas, this, that, and third. Your nicknames." Corey was like, "One more time." And
Guys, a little bit of advice for y'all. I see this word right here. It's just a word, guys. Like, here's the thing, right? Are you gonna let a word determine what action you take? It's not like somebody touched you. No one punched you. No one made a physical attack or attempt on you. They said a word to you. Please do not let words affect you this badly. No real man is gonna let a word affect them. Honest to God. Because when you think about it, is a word worth you going to jail for the rest of your life? Is a word worth you losing your life over? It's not worth it. So don't be the person that lets a word dictate your next move. Like, it's just ridiculous when you really think about it.
called him another nigga, and that's what happened. I was right here, and I was on the phone with my manager and the police officers at that time. Oh wait, yeah, police officer at that time, and that's what happened.
So what happened after that, after he said that?
Corey punched him. He was on the floor, and I was on the phone.
Okay. And you were standing like
right around here on the phone.
Okay. Is he? And Corey said he's a normally regular. He comes through
He
here.
comes here a lot, and he's very, like verbal. Like I guess he doesn't know how to, be respectful. So
normal people know how to be respectful, and choose not to be.
He wasn't being respectful.
I mean, it's horrible.
Yeah, so he does this a lot. I've had multiple times where I've had to go through it. He gets mad because we don't know his order. But we don't know your order because we cannot physically see your face.
Sure. Hello. Manager?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you able to A, I got a thumb drive, or B, if we're able to get the video, can you email it? What's better for you?
I'll have it emailed to you.
Okay.
I'll have my law prevention guy
Okay.
send it to you.
Let me go out and
Give me an email address.
Imagine this being your manager. Strive for greatness, y'all. That's all I can say. I don't want to say too much. Just strive for greatness, because imagine this me.
Yes, sir.
I'll call him now, as a matter of fact, to go ahead and get him to do it.
Okay.
Police requested the store's surveillance footage, and it told the exact story the two employees told. Instead of leaving the property as the employees requested, Vanell Cook parked his car and walked inside the store. Seeing this, Corey Pujols, the on-duty manager, immediately told a coworker to call the police. Cook approached the service counter and continued arguing. Pujols stayed on the opposite side, separated by a waist-high swinging door, and repeatedly told Cook to leave the store. During the confrontation, Cook used a racial slur, calling Pujols the N-word. At that point, Pujols stepped through the swinging door, moving closer but keeping his hands at his sides. He warned Cook not to say the word again. Cook repeated the slur. In response, Pujols threw a single punch to Cook's jaw. Cook fell backward, struck his head on the concrete floor, and lost consciousness. Pujols then walked away as emergency services were already being called. The victim, Vanell Cook, was later revealed to be a registered sex offender with
Hey yo, what the He needs some milk.
What? I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Let's let this play a little bit longer.
a long criminal history involving child exploitation. Prosecutors would later describe him as an unsympathetic victim, but legally, none of that justified the punch. The officers eventually did what they had to do.
And it feels better in here. I'm sorry, you're getting run. Yeah. They told me what happened. I feel for you 100% right now. What happened to you is not acceptable in any way, shape, or form. And I understand your anger and your level of frustration, but I would be pissed too. And this is one of those things that there's one thing that's steering us right now, and it's the level of risk. He's in critical condition right now. It's not looking good. He has his brain swelling right now. He's unconscious and everything. So I'm going to pray for you and for him that he recovers.
Ah, boy. You heard what he just said? Critical condition, bruh. And some people are gonna say, "Oh, he deserved it because he was a registered, and he had no sympathy, and he was a bad person." And that's understandable, guys. But guess what? Would you want to be in this guy's shoes right now? Would you want to be in his shoes right now? Do you want to be the one that delivers some form of justice to this kind of guy? Do you want to be that person? Probably not. Because now you got to go to a place where there's a lot of people that looking to deliver all kinds of different justice that they believe in their head as justice. A place called prison. No joke. Do y'all research on prison, man? It is no joke. And there's people in prison that will just go after you because you look sweet. Go after you because you look like an easy target. And look how this guy is built. You think this guy can defend himself in prison? Looks like he never picked up a weight a day in his life or knows how to fight whatsoever. Imagine him being stuck in a cell with a 200-pound man that tell him, hey, bro, like, who is you? You know what I'm saying, bro? Y'all don't think this deep. This is why I always tell people, stop letting words dictate y'all actions, bro. This is the type of stuff that can happen. Even the cops are worried for him too. Because they understand where he's coming from. They understand the situation. They understand the kind of guy, if they got that information of, you know, the guy that was harmed here. But at the same time, it's like, bruh, it's not worth somebody losing their life, number one. And number two, it's not worth someone else having to damn near have their life forever altered over one small punch. Not small, because clearly this was a fatal punch, but it's not worth it, bruh.
He recovered. He's okay. Just get him out there. He hit her today. It's the level of injury. Had he not been this injured, there's a lot of things he could have done. Because, like I said, nobody here is okay with what that guy said. And none of us would know at all, you know. And he deserves to put his place for that. But because of how seriously he's injured, we have no choice. You know, so I want you to understand that. Everybody here agrees that what he done to you is wrong. What he said to you is wrong.
Right. And no doubt about that, guys. It's not to say that I'm justifying the word, what was said. It's a terrible thing to say, obviously. But at the end of the day, guys, this is like, we think about words. There's kids that are suffering all across the world right now. There's people that don't know when their next meal is coming. There's homeless people. There's a lot of worse things going on with people. So it's like, you can't let words affect you. It's a different story if someone tries to get at you. It's a whole different story. If someone tries to attack you, you have all right to defend yourself. Just stand your ground states. There's just regular self-defense laws. It's different. If the old man would have came at him and tried to attack him, that's different. If he retaliates and punches him, that's self-defense. To my understanding, each state might be fucking different because it seems like every damn state got a different self-defense law. So, but yeah, man, this is unfortunate.
Like I said, so I'm praying for you and for him that he recovers. That will just hopefully go away. But for the time being, you're going to be charged 1 count of battery on the elderly male, which is over 65 years of age. You'll have a bond, so it's not going to be crazy high. You're going to bond out tonight at some point. And then we'll just pray all of us. This guy recovers and, you know, everything will work itself out. You know what I'm saying? Is there anything you have that you want somebody to say here?
Yes, please. I'm his mom.
That's fine. Mom, you want to step over here and we grab all this stuff? Get that over.
Oh boy.
Do you want a bag? Ma'am, do you want a bag? I can give you a bag.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, I've got one in here, or if you got one, that's fine. Like I say, you'll get a bond.
See, everything's just playing through his head right now. Like, was it worth it? That's the biggest question you have to ask yourself. And a lot of y'all be thinking y'all tough. There's always somebody tougher than you. Stop thinking that y'all are so tough. Stop thinking that y'all got to react to every single person, or you got to stand your ground or do it. Stop thinking y'all so tough, because there's always going to be somebody tougher than you. There's always going to be somebody crazier than you, and somebody willing to go much further than you are. So please just always remember that. We live in a big world. There's a lot of people in this world. There's a lot of dangerous people as well. And sometimes it be people you at least expect. So move a little bit differently from this, y'all. Take a learning lesson from this.
As fast as possible so you can get out and be done with it. But I mean, I called the state attorney's office. I spoke to all of our supervision, and it's just unfortunate, you know. I wish the guy had a black eye so we could all say, hey, watch your head, you know. But he thinks it's bad. It's from the same thing. It's a really sad situation. Let's make it go best. The guy recovers. She goes to the walk anymore. I'm sorry. Corey, you have anything else on your phone? No, that's it. Took everything else. That's for mom. Okay, that's it? Right here. Yeah, that's for mom.
And this is Tampa. This is Florida. Florida. Oh my God. Oh my God. Bro. Oh my goodness. Oh God. We're gonna see what ends up happening to this dude, man.
Yes. Right. Yes. Of course, and you'll have a seat in the car over. Brother, what the detective was saying, we 100% agree. But when his head hit hard and everything, I mean, they brought him out here. He was unconscious.
Yeah.
And then while he's up there, he's not doing good right now. He could get better. Okay. So you go down. We'll tell mom. Mom can go down. Yeah. You do that, and I'll 10:35. Do they? Okay, that's fine. It's just a hope, brother, that he gets better.
Yeah.
Okay. I know that was not your intent.
It was not.
It wasn't. I know that. You told me that right off the bat.
And see, like, it's crazy looking at him. I can see the kid in him. I can see the kid. I know this obviously is a 27-year-old male. I'm 26, so I'm younger than him. Or at the time he was 27. This is 2021, so what? 5 years later, 28, 29, 30. He's probably in his 30s now, but I could see the younger me in this dude right here. It's crazy how I think about it. Like, being younger, being a kid, being in high school, being ready to retaliate because of, you know, fights that happened when I was younger, being younger, getting beat up or getting jumped or whatever when I was a kid, and getting older and wanting to just be all super duper tough and feel like I gotta retaliate to everything, to where I am now. It's where I'm like, bro, I'm not jeopardizing my freedom to try to hurt somebody, or especially an elderly male. You kind of know at that point, like, they're much more likelier for something to go wrong. You know, unless the elder man comes at you, you can hold him, grab him, take him down, hold him down, whatever. But to punch on him, it's just not, it's a bad idea, man. The older you get, it's obvious that you take certain falls, man, everything is much worse. It's much worse. You just don't recover and react the same way. So yeah, man, sickening.
It would have been different if it would have progressed and it would have been more physical after that, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
But everything, when something happens, everything is taken that happens in the entire situation. You know what I'm saying? So him falling, him getting the injury, him being elderly, again, he could be in the hospital and be completely fine by tomorrow. Okay? But we'll tell mom. Mom can come down and bond you out. It should be, I think, $1,000 bond or $100 to go bondsman. She can come down and bond you out. And I'm sorry about this.
I'm sorry because I still think, no matter what anybody thinks of me, I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't. I agree with everybody. I shouldn't have.
Let me turn the air on for you. Let me talk to mom real quick. Okay.
3 days later, on May 7th, 2021, Cook died from a skull fracture and brain contusions. Pujols was rearrested and charged with aggravated manslaughter of an elderly adult, facing up to 30 years in prison. In March of 2022, prosecutors made a controversial decision. They reduced the charge to felony battery. Pujols was sentenced to 2 years house arrest, 3 years probation, 200 hours community service, mandatory anger management, and no prison time. Prosecutors cited key factors such as Pujols' clean record, the victim's aggression and racial slurs, and uncertainty under Florida's Stand Your Ground laws. One man's past made him an unsympathetic victim. The other's clean record spared him a prison cell. But in the end, a single punch thrown in anger ended a life.
Yo, hold on, yo.
Manslaughter of an elderly adult, facing up to 30
We gotta go
years
through this
in prison.
again.
In March,
Bro,
aggravated manslaughter of an elderly adult, facing up to 30 years in prison.
Bro, can you imagine what was going through this man's head when you get charged with that and you're facing sentencing and you're facing up to 30 years, bro?
In March of 2022, prosecutors made a controversial decision. They reduced the charge to felony battery. Pujols was sentenced to 2 years house arrest.
2 years house arrest. So obviously, you know, they gave him some kind of punishment here because obviously, y'all know, like, house arrest means you literally cannot leave your house. So he was literally stuck to the house. You could literally probably go in your front yard, and I think you could get permission to leave, but you're monitored that whole time. So that was obviously, you know,
3 years probation.
3 years probation, meaning obviously he already had a clean record, but he can't do anything else. Usually probation is more so like if you do anything, like it could just send you right to jail. Like you get caught with weed or get caught doing anything, you're going to jail for a long time.
200 hours community service.
Community service, yeah, whatever.
Mandatory anger management, and no prison time.
No prison time, y'all. he was able to, and again, this is kind of what I was saying earlier, guys, about it depends on what state you're in. Florida, this is why I want to get out. This is why I want to get out of Connecticut. Connecticut is not a stand your ground state whatsoever. Like, anything goes wrong, you do something, you try to stand on business, and you get locked up. It's ridiculous, the laws in Connecticut. It just makes no sense. But
prosecutors cited key factors such as Pujols' clean record.
So other guy had a clean record. This guy had these weird stuff going on.
Victims'
right?
aggression and racial slurs, and uncertainty under Florida's stand your ground laws.
Florida's stand your ground laws. Shout out to Florida, bro. Shout out to Texas. Shout out to all the stand your ground states, bro. I think Georgia might be a stand your ground state as well.
One man's past made him an unsympathetic victim. The other's clean record spared him a prison cell. But in the end, a single punch thrown in anger ended a life.
All right, y'all. So that's gonna do it for this video, man. Insane turn of events. Like, guys, like, again, it depends on what state you're in. Know where you're at. But all in all, guys, avoid situations like this. Let somebody else hand out justice to someone like this. Because you even take somebody like, that's going to be on your head for the rest of forever. You're never going to forget it. So it's like, unless your life is endangered or someone's coming at you, there's no need to like make a move. You know what I mean? Like, it's different if you're underneath attack or someone, you guys get the point. Crazy video. Yeah, y'all let me know what kind of videos y'all want me to react to, man. Drop them in the comment section down below. Or y'all can just follow me on Instagram at JLranks_. And DM me over there, man, and let me know what you guys want to see for the reactions, man. But I'll see you on the next one, man. Peace.
Gang, they cannot do it like him. Nobody shooting like him. Gang, nobody doing like him. That nigga hate everyone cause he broke, and that's why nobody like him. Gang, SD girl, now he talking this shit.